Hello, welcome to Redmen TV. It's time for a daily news show.
What am I doing here?
With both of us. Because why not? Yeah, it's Friday. We're in. We thought we'd have a little bit of an extended chat about
Why
the
not,
news.
mate?
Yeah.
Officially, season's off.
Exactly. Or on.
Or on even.
Or on. The off season's on. Or the on season's off. Let us know
We're
in the
back.
comments below. We're back.
It's
We're
the
here
1st
anyway.
of July.
It's actually also far more comfortable than sitting over there.
Much more
comfortable. You know, we're back in our natural habitat, as it were. So yeah, we've got a few stories that we want to cover today.
Yes.
We thought we'd get this done so you can chill out on your lunch break or whatever, or when you're having that first big poo of the day.
Or second, we're not.
Or second, you know what I mean?
We're not saying you have to have it on the first.
No, absolutely, because it might have been done already, and you might be thinking, I now can't watch it. You can continue. So, what was the first thing you wanted to discuss?
Let's talk about Joel Matip, because it's the one that I remember.
Okay, Joel Matip, officially a Liverpool player.
Yes.
I was hoping to draw this out because I've just put a tweet out. We'll come back to Joel Matip's official Liverpool player. We'll discuss it more in a moment. Moussa Sissoko.
Actually, that's a really interesting one, isn't it? Newcastle supposedly... Well, we're supposed to be interested in signing for £12 million from Newcastle. Obviously, they've been relegated. They've rejected a £9 million bid from Hamburg already. Looks like, Rafa, we could be coming to poach your players. Expect a loan deal incoming, because you did it to us so many times when you were at Napoli.
Yeah.
We're here to raid your players for once.
Exactly, yeah. But also, yeah, I mean, you're never in a bad bargaining position when you've got Rafa Benitez at the other end, are you? I mean, look, Daniel Sturridge being the perfect example of it.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much, Agent Benitez.
But yeah, it's been a while since anybody said that.
I know, but there's the only line I've seen on this, just before we get carried away with it all, was in the Guardian's rumour roundup, and there's no. It was not attributed to any source. It wasn't even like, and they've got it from X, Y, and Z. It kind of said, Moussa Sissoko's attracted the interest of Liverpool. Newcastle want £12 million for him. Well, is £12 million
I think that's
decent?
brilliant. I think that's absolutely brilliant. I think 12 million is your £5 million midfielder nowadays, isn't it, roughly? I think 12 million quid for someone as athletic as he is, and someone that I've been impressed with every time I've seen him play. Obviously, his team got relegated, so there'll be people out there going, well, how good a midfielder is he? Yeah. When you watch his individual performances against us and stuff, we always had problems with him, because he's big, he's fast, he's rangy, he's strong, he's direct. The type of player that I'd like to see in Liverpool's midfield, and, you know, could be a really good move for Liverpool. The one thing that I read on it was Moussa Sissoko declares he wants to go to Arsenal. Arsenal don't want him. Liverpool are interested for 12 million. That annoys me a little bit, to be perfectly honest with you. No,
there's the French connection always with Arsenal, isn't there? Which is definitely going to be a thing. If you're French, you probably want to play for Arsene Wenger. It's as simple as that. I'm just trying to find out actually how much he cost Newcastle, because I've got a feeling he cost a fair old whack of money. I'm just going to just fill for
without the E.
It's all right. I'm on Wiki. No,
Poor,
there you go. An undisclosed fee.
Transfer market.
An undisclosed fee believed to be in the region of 1.5 million.
I'll tell you what, right? I think 12 million is a really good price for him, because I think if Newcastle was still in the Premier League, you're probably looking at 18 to 20 million pounds for him.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking 15 odd, but you're right. You know, add £5 million onto any price. As simple as that. No, I wouldn't be bothered, particularly if we picked.
There are comparisons to be drawn with our old Sissoko as well.
Yeah,
same type of player. I think he's a little bit better with the ball at his feet.
Sissoko, and he plays in midfield.
It's true, but he runs in the same manner and stuff like that as well. Similar gait, similar sort of stature as well. So there are a few similarities.
No, he is a big boy, isn't he? 6'2".
Better touch.
Better touch than Momo. Oh, Momo.
We did love your Momo.
But yeah, I wouldn't be bothered to see us have a move for that. It's interesting though, because I think so much of Liverpool's transfer business, and we've done a Liverpool transfer news roundup. It's on the redmentv.com now. We did like 45 minutes talking in depth about the transfer news of the week and what have you. I've lost my train of thought entirely on that, but it's fine. The
next article
topic.
For discussion.
No. I'm definitely going to get this back. I had a really interesting point.
No, because
the business other people are doing is that it's like Man City have just announced an Elito today. They've gone out and they've gone big names, recognisable names.
See
and
this
spent
face?
the money.
This is the face of a person who didn't know that Man City have just announced an Elito today. and is now really pissed off.
Yeah, I think it was under 15 as well. They paid for him, like.
Fuck's sake.
I know, but he's old, isn't he? He's a lot older than I thought he was.
Goals for £15 million.
Yeah, I suppose. But nevertheless, you've got Man United announcing Zlatan. You've got Gundogan and Nolito, etc. And then Granit Xhaka for Arsenal and stuff. And I think there's a little tinge of, can't we sign someone that other teams are jealous that we've signed? But ultimately, I still come back to it. I kind of don't really care. I want effective.
Do you think
players.
the Dahoud move's dead if we sign Moussa Sissoko? If we start going,
if we sign Moussa Sissoko, yeah, because we've also got a time machine and we can go back and pick up like a Brian Laudrup or something.
Oh well, fuck it. Let's do that. that's a well better move.
A dead for this summer, yeah.
Zielinski?
Potentially, yeah. I don't think we've got too many more transfers left in us.
Not in centre midfield anyway.
No. I think there's a left back, a centre mid, and then there could be. I've got a sneaky suspicion that there might be like one more attacking player.
Well, you've just brought me on to a piece of news from yesterday that we'd not discussed actually, and it was the Liverpool Echo that were reporting it. Paul, is that we're not in the market for a left back. Yeah, Klopp apparently is happy with. Look, that's the face of a guy who's hearing this for the first time. Apparently Klopp's happy with Moreno.
Oh no, he is happy with Moreno.
And we won't be signing a left back. Like.
I don't think that's true.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not true. It was the Echo, you're saying?
Yeah.
It was from the Echo.
I'll find out.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know. Interesting that because I can't see that. But I think it's been made quite clear that the fact that they've clearly made a bid for Chilwell already, which has been rejected. I wonder whether, and there's a question actually, someone tweeted in, I'll see if I can find the tweet, and it's too much effort. Thanks very much for tweeting in, anyway, at the Redmen TV, about the Flanagan, is John Flanagan being considered? Is Joe Gomez still being considered? That's their big questions. We've not got a load of extra football next season, so if you can get Flanagan up and running, and ultimately, if you can't get your top two targets for an acceptable amount of money, is there a case to be made that here's the question, and I'll ask at home and I'll ask you, if you can't get your top two or say three targets for a position, would you rather go out and get off your fourth choice, or do you work with what you've got at the club already? I
can only answer that on footy manager / championship manager tactics. If I can't get my first, second, third choice, I'm a bit of a wheeler dealer. I'm confident in my ability to develop my fourth choice to the levels that I need him. But no, being genuinely serious, if your fourth choice is still better than your first choice at the minute, go for it and see if you can do a bit of business later down the line. You never know what the future holds. If your fourth choice is at the same level as your first choice now, there's no point, because then you just throw money away.
I think it's the thing is like even if there's a gap in ability, you're paying nothing to keep the guy there. You've bought a guy in. You're only going to have to ship him out and deal with that whole thing. You're going to have to sign him up to a new contract, all the stuff that goes around it. But ultimately,
if he is better than Moreno, your fourth choice, then it's the team's best interest.
Well, the thing is, we're not buying someone. We're not going to buy someone who's better than Moreno.
Then that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The question is that if Chilwell's number one target, because we want a young left back to sit behind Moreno and learn and come in and play 10, 15 games or whatever, and then you're talking about like Robertson or whatever, is it from Hull? Then who's then beneath?
What's the drop off?
Exactly, and then are you better off not just saying, well, you know what, Gomez was probably only going to get like 10 games playing centre half next season. He might get like 25 games if we also class him as a left back as well, kind of like he was at the start of last season, or we'll get Flanagan up to speed. I don't know, but thoughts on that in the comments below. We'll do one more topic very, very quickly, and then we'll move on to another one, so technically two more topics.
Okay, we'll do Ballotelli very quickly.
Balotelli is coming back to training tomorrow.
Yes, we're getting Mario Balotelli back! No, okay.
Just go, Mario, just go. And the new fitness coaches start today.
Yeah, good.
Cornmeyer.
Yeah, he's on the graveyard shift,
sounds
apparently.
like a Beavis and Butthead style.
He's on the 7 a.m. training sessions, apparently. That's what the lads are going to be getting in for. Imagine that. I don't know if that's true, like, but...
Apparently so, yeah.
Boss.
Yeah, the starting training on a Saturday at 7 o'clock in the morning by all accounts.
And do you know what? Owen will still be there from the night before outside Melwood waiting to greet them all. Maybe that's why they've done it. They're like, there's no chance this kid's getting up at half 6.
Stop nutcase young Scally lads being outside Melwood at the early hours, yeah. There you go.
They're saying that, they can still go to school after getting some autographs instead of bunking off school to go and get them.
That's why they've done... Saturday, no one's getting up on the day off, are they?
Not a chance.
Yeah, exactly. So no, I'm fascinated.
Apart from us now.
He basically, yeah, exactly. God, they said, didn't he? It's actually in the Echo. They reported about this and saying how he was at Bayern Munich and Klopp thinks of him and his team as the reason why Bayern basically was so strong throughout the entirety of the season. We've now got we've now bought a fitness team in who are capable of delivering players physically capable of performing how Klopp wants them to perform.
Well, that's it, isn't it? I mean, it's about getting these players up to scratch before the season starts and building up their muscles so that they can survive an entire campaign. Now, the intricacies of that in itself must be tremendous, because I know from watching a lot of cycling and other things, and I've spoken about this before on a sub-show, but not with you, Paul, is that, you know, quite often you have to you go through your pain barrier to build up your muscles and your fitness, and then you actually dip and you become worse than you were at the original point. So it's a fitness line here, and you go a little bit above it, and then you come worse, and this continues to happen. But every time you go up and go back down again, that line increases slightly. But what you're doing is, when you're building up for like a tennis tournament that's 2 weeks long, or Tour de France that's 3 weeks long, is your entire season builds up to that 3 weeks so that you're at 100% and the best possible 100% that you can be with the line moving each time for the entirety of that 3 weeks. And you obviously have to build up towards the back end of that as well. So they're so specific. What these fitness coaches are doing in football is they're building that for a 9-month period, which is so much more difficult to do. You obviously can't reach the levels, but you've got to hold a level very, very high throughout the entire season. Now, we've now got the 1st of July, we've got all of July, we've got a little bit of August to get these guys prepared. This is what the triple training sessions are for. We need to be able to play a high pressing game all season long. Come the back end of the season, you know, we're probably looking at a squad of probably 16 players. All 16 players of those need to be able to perform to the highest of their ability all season long. What happened in the year after they won their second league title at Dortmund was Bayern became so much stronger in the back end of the season and pipped them to it, basically, didn't he? And that's why Colmay has been brought in, because he was so impressed with what that Bayern Munich side were doing at the time that he was like, this guy's been on my radar since then. We've got him. It's a bit of a coup for Liverpool Football Club because Pep wanted to take him to Manchester City. Yeah,
brilliant. Apparently Thomas Muller said he turned me from a slow snail to a speedy snail.
So just ignore all what I've said.
Exactly. Apparently, back to Joel Matip just quickly before we wrap up. LFC data says Liverpool signed Joel Matip. He won more tackles, 44, and more headers, 117, than any Liverpool centre-back last season, which is cool.
Want to know another little stat about him?
Go ahead.
Averaged over his 244 appearances for Schalke, 1 in 10 goals. 1 goal in 10 appearances from a centre-back over a 244 game period.
That'd be delightful.
Yes, fucking please.
Yes, absolutely. So, Joel Matip, I asked you your thoughts on it. We put a very simple poll out. Boss has had 87% of the vote, and Meh has had 13. You're bad. You bad minge bags. Anyway, yeah, there you go. That's your news. Extended news special. If you've got more, much more extended and much more in-depth shows than this, we do between 2 and 3. 3 during the season, 2 and a bit during the summer. On the redmentv.com. Go over there now. The Liverpool transfer roundup shows there. That's going to keep you entertained this weekend. And we're back next week, gearing up toward the first pre-season game.
The Uncensored match build-up show's back, baby.
Exactly. Against Tranmere Rovers. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Ta-ra.